We are back. Let's dive right back into this, shall we? Oh, so I've rested a bit, stretched my legs, played a cutesy, friendly game. Time to bring back the dank.
Runs as fast as lightning, the 8th super robot who beats all evils. 8-Man!
Now, my understanding is that this game is actually based off of an ancient TV show in Japan. I mean, like, from the 60s. I know very little about it.
Runs as fast as lightning, the 8th super robot who beats all evils. 8-Man!
And why is it hiccuping so much tonight? It's really worrisome to me. Huh. Close that up again. Might help a little. Well, it seems to be alright now, I guess. Anyway, sorry about the delay there. My understanding is that RoboCop was actually heavily influenced by this character. So much so that when a 90s film, I think it was in the 90s, was made for 8-Man, apparently the reaction of a lot of people was, this is kind of like a RoboCop ripoff, ain't it? What? Oh, come on. Get out of me. This game takes the lots of small areas approach. So these sections where you see him running super fast play almost like stolen shooters in a sense. Note that I can't attack behind me unless I do that both buttons together thing. Which does not cost you any health, by the way. Yeah, that boss definitely looked a lot like the Predator, didn't he? I did see this game in an arcade once. Walt Disney World, of all places. Ooh, whoops. Low on life, I want to make sure this guy drops. Here we go. game is actually a lot of fun if you get used to it. But yeah, it was not well received. Ugh. Oh, what the devil! Oh. Yeah, certain parts they forgot to make fun. Can't attack down? Drop a bomb! Oh, really? Yeah, when you actually play it, you might not agree, but it certainly does look cool. If you get used to it, it's... Oh, damn it. It's not hopeless. I had a full bomb stock. That didn't have to happen. That stupid high-pitched voice that it has there. Well, that is 8-man. I suppose I would play it again, but I'd rather get through more of my list than do that. I'm gonna play one more brawler-esque game for you. Oh, I suppose I kind of got more too. I want to. All right, you know what? That game wasn't dank enough. The stream needs more dank. It isn't gonna get more dank than this. I actually have the cart for this one. It's a Japanese cart, but all the same. The real problem is that it's a Japanese manual. So this is a motorcycle racing game, and I use the term racing lightly. Don't make your zeros look like sixes, Adam. That'll only confuse you later. This game was definitely designed with the home console in mind, not the arcade. There's a World Grand Prix mode here, and also a story mode that pretty much would require a memory card if you're going to try to play through it in the arcade. That matter, you kind of need it at home too. And the approach it takes in the arcade is time-limited play. When that 3 minutes runs up, you're done. Even if you're in the middle of a race, a continue timer will come up. More than a little obnoxious. Because it actually plays sort of like a role-playing game. Go to locations, do races and whatnot. And the only one that you can afford to start with is this one. I would not trust that guy. How does he fit in so much space in such a small area? Diamond Dave.
Alright, I beat you.
Alright, so
Alright, I beat you.
this is the speed with which your motorcyclist leans back and forth. It is not anywhere near fast enough to make this game feel even remotely fun. I did play through the story mode all the way, oops, way back when. I do love this music though. Very Outrun wannabe.
Alright, I beat you.
It's my one turbo. Oh, no you don't. Perfect timing, ain't it? I will put the credit in because there's something I want to show you. Your money increased. Couldn't beat him, it's out of the question. Yes, I do. Now, this guy here, in the bottom left corner, I realize some of you, perhaps even most of you, won't get the reference yet. But that guy right there is a dead ringer for Mike, the best mercenary in Jagged Alliance. When yes, he did just ask that, exactly. When I start Jagged Alliance next week, come back to this vid. I'll show you Mike's face, and then come back to this vid and look at that guy and tell me he doesn't look just like him. Johnny B? Alright, now I'm going to lose to this guy. I don't have the money to race him. I can try to beat him. I almost certainly won't. But I kinda don't want to. Because I want to show you what happens when you lose a race. And by the way, there's no easy way to check how much money you have, by the way. By the way. Also, a bunch of guys are coming. Do you want to race them? Just came to say good luck. We're all counting on you. Yeah, as an early NeoGeo game, it was all about the sprite scaling effect. They really wanted to show that off. Yeah. Too bad. Pay up. Hey, this isn't enough. Hey, you. Gotta be. Pow! I get hurt. Terribly. Alright, never mind. close to nobody is there. And it's about to run out anyway. I will quickly fire up the other mode, which is, as you might imagine, it's a series of races. This is more your arcade style play. Danger curve. This music is good. Notably, the game's final stage, in both modes if I recall correctly, is actually based on the famous 8 Hours race. And notably, in story mode, no matter how that race ends up going, it's game over once it's done. So you could spend the hours going through the whole, RPG style mode there, only to lose it all at the very end. It is what it is. As far as the racing itself is concerned, it's as lackluster as it appears. It's a game. Not necessarily a bad one. But definitely, I don't think this is like anybody's cult favorite. Ugh. Damn it, really? Oh, bloody hell. Incidentally, if anyone would like to purchase a Japanese race riding hero, remember the name of the game, riding hero cartridge, I happen to have one. Put the money towards a capture card. Be nice to stream something without having to use an emulator to do it. Wow, actually finished with a second left. Oh no. I'm not sure I want to play another round. I'll finish up the credit. Oh my word. So that was not the best time to turbo. There we go. As you can literally not turn faster than that. That is the speed you see him leaning back and forth. Yeah, that's the best you can do. This is definitely a game where you need to let off the accelerator an awful lot. In fact, even hit the brakes pretty regularly. Oh, come on! Got rammed off the road. It's not a road, it's a track. Presumably. There we go. Oh, you little jerk. I couldn't come up with a clever expletive there, I apologize. Oh, really? Ah, Duke! Good to see you. Glad you could stop on by. Yeah, this is a game that very much tries to be like Hang On, and is just far too dank for that. Oh, I don't think I'm finishing this one. It was looking so good too. But then again, let's face it, all that would have happened was I would have ended up playing this game even longer. So that's Riding Hero. It is what it is. And what it is dank. So let's put this game away. I feel compelled, after having played that, to play a good early NeoGeo racing game. Although it's not necessarily any less dank. I have this cartridge as well, and it is not for sale. Let's put it that way. This is yet another entry in that ever so popular overhead racing genre. Oops. Played this one in the arcade quite a bit actually before I got my own cartridge. Oh yeah, BBH would be streaming right now. That's why he's not here. Silly me. He's probably going to be running longer than I am too. I am going to play the Super Spy at some point. I'll probably play it right after this, actually. It will not last nearly as long as his runs of it do. That's for certain. So this game also has two modes, although they're both arcade-ish. You've got the World Championship Rally in a number of stages, and you've got the one big long race inspired by the Dakar Rally. I will do World Championship first. Yep, it's one of these rally style games. Put your initials in first. I always like it when a game does that. 6 cars to choose from. Good old Thunderjet. Cars can actually overlap a bit before they're marked as colliding. It's a little weird. You're not penalized as much for collisions as you might think. As a matter of fact, Most games of this nature, usually you tap another car and you're like spinning out of control, and they're just driving along like nothing happened. It's kind of the other way around here. You do lose speed, I believe, but it's not nearly as bad as you might otherwise expect. Whoops. Hitting a wall, on the other hand, that's never good. I was looking good until I hit that wall, too. Always like that with music. Ah! Thoughts! I lose the stage by half a second, it's my own fault! Ooh! Oh, my word! Hard to commentate. Games like this, you really do need to concentrate. The hay bale. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it does. It doesn't have any licenses. It's fairly common for games of this nature, actually. A lot of racing games. Like, what was that game BBH was playing the other day with the Mazda and Honda? Right, so what I really want to show you is the Paris-Dakar Rally expat here. It gives you an increased variety of vehicles to use, including a sand buggy, motorcycle, and my personal favorite, the truck. Grrr! You lose almost no speed whatsoever on collisions here. It's just a matter of handling the thing. It's not very fast, so you do need to be pretty precise on your maneuvers, but you can otherwise ignore everything on the road. Those giant bulls that march across the road, you can plow right through them, keep on moving. Playing this as the truck is just so very different, so very satisfying. I mean, you know you're probably not going to win. You know you would want a faster vehicle to actually try to complete it. But it's just so much fun. Great stress reliever. I believe it actually is possible to win with the truck if you're really, really good. Ooh, that was practically jackhammered it there. Fortunate that I didn't get the thing planted its face into a wall. Oops. Well, that was bad enough as it was. Oh, I had to hit at least one. So I think that was an elephant. There are bulls in other stages. Yes! Alright. Still in this. Well, probably for not much longer. I've never actually finished the rally, although I have come close. But they don't give you much additional time on that last stage. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Oh, no, not even close. I actually do like this little animation. Car driving down the road. So that's Thrash Rally. It's not without its share of dank, but this is a game I find genuinely fun. Let's see if I can time this right here. Nope. Nope, I didn't. Oh well. Continue C needs a sunset to drive into. Yeah, it does. Well spotted. Alright, I may as well do it now. Yeah, BBH is streaming. He sort of gave me a challenge, and that was to beat the default high score. So I am going to try to do that. So there is probably not a single thing that I could say about the Super Spy that Matt Hall hasn't already said better than I ever could. So I would simply direct you to Lord BBH's archives. His recent MAME Roulette Viewer's Choice special featured this game first. Oh, Macaw! Oh, 2 hours? I don't know. I don't know how much you missed. But, I don't know when you left. But at any rate, for those keeping score, this is the 12th game I've fired up tonight. It went in order: Nom 1975, Ghost Pilots, Crossed Swords, League Bowling, Ninja Combat, Ninja Commando, Cyberlip, Blues Journey, one on my break then, 8-Man, Writing Hero, Thrash Rally, and now this, which I have not played yet. You are just in time to see me fail miserably at this. So, Roy here is neither super nor is he a spy. He just marches right in and punches and or stabs and or shoots. Terrorists dressed as ninja. Got jabs. An uppercut will come out automatically when it's going to be a knockout blow. You have a hook punch, which with good timing and positioning can be used repeatedly on enemies. Learn experience as you go. You actually, oh darn, actually level up. A charge punch. Earn extra points for it. The game almost never lets you have a fully charged punch unless you just sit there charging it up between enemy waves. Oh, are you kidding me? You have a knife. It's extra strong if you don't use it for a while. Tourist camp in arms factory. It's not a full sentence, it's just words. Really? As you use the knife, it starts to dull. It's still strong as a punch, though, even at its weakest. And it's faster. So, yay, bad game design. We are kept here and forced to build bombs! I'm so happy about that. You do have the ability to knee enemies as well. And both buttons together you can block. You can also duck or to avoid attacks. So these corridors here, you can't move side to side, which is really obnoxious. Really, really obnoxious. You can't dodge enemies. So that's usually when I pull out the firearm to shoot them. Because those really are the most dangerous spots of the game. Really? I'm not going to enter this door because it's just going to get him ambushed. There's a mid-boss in there. It's not worth it. A large portion of this game is knowing what doors to go in, which ones to avoid like the plague. Can't go in a door when there are enemies nearby. Even if it'll still take a couple seconds for them to get on the screen, they're still nearby. Oh, this is bad. I tend to stop being fancy, just use the knife. It helps to hold up while you're waiting to get into a door. A machine gun taken from them! Clearly by force and painfully so. Really? There we go. Rumor says the bomb was for a terrorist action. Is it true? Punctuation optional. Oof. Whatever, I'm not gonna last much longer anyway. Are you FBI or CIA? I love the Tadoya Corporation logo there. So in order to proceed up to this hallway, you need to be... Oh! Whatever. I'll go a little bit further in it, what the heck. They give you a fresh pistol and knife. You need to be positioned just right to march up these hallways. Really? Yeah, this game is, more than a little mean. It's kind of fun in small doses, and then I guess it was sort of intended to be played that way. You know, memory card, save your progress. The factory is destroyed. The terrorists will suffer. Later on, you'll face, you know, more types of enemies, but fewer than there really ought to be, given its length. He leveled up. Ambush in here, but it's just a couple of peons. The experience you earn from defeating enemies is significantly increased from level to level. Map room. Yeah, it is. Smoke break. Too much blood. I'll treat it. Blood stopped. I'm stronger now. Thank you, Dr. Vampire. I think that was supposed to be Roy talking in that last line there, but... Well, what happened? I did finish this game at one point ages ago. I do have the cartridge for this. Yeah, you missed me playing Crossed Swords earlier, Duke. Bring it with. We could use... I always picture this in a Price is Right voice. A new knife! Yeah, see, now I'm getting 10 experience for all the basic peons instead of 2. Action RPG experience gating. Really? Like, whatever. And you. Other things you'll see in stages later on, security camera. Oh, that's a bad door to go in. So let me see if I can get this. No, I need to get it one time right. There we go. Oh, damn it. I need to get things started here. Oh, the gun's empty. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Emulator, very unhappy. Oh, there's a security camera. I just walked right in front of it without ducking, and now that white guy is there. I just did it again. Oh well. Yeah, that was enough of that game. If you want to see the game played well, I would direct you to Lord BBH. Check his archive. He may be the one and only actual fan of the Super Spy. Actually, I don't think that's true. This game does have a small cult following. It is what it is. So I'm going to go from that to something decidedly more a mental exercise. I wanted to make sure that I got some of these NeoGeo puzzle games in here. I'm going to start with the oldest, and I think this was actually a NeoGeo launch title as well. It's called simply Puzzled. Don't have to change the second line for this either. I believe the Japanese title for this is Joy Joy Kid. No idea why. Top Hunter is awesome. Yes, I am going to do Top Hunter before the end of the night. That is a certain thing to happen. Top Hunter is an amazingly good game. So, obviously, you know, you've got falling tetrominos, so, yeah. Notably, whenever you complete a line, any line, you get a full cascade effect. It's stage-based. Your objective is to free the balloon. This music sounds like Block Hole, though. See, I can shamelessly put that over the gap. As soon as I complete a line here, it'll just fall right into place for me. And this level is done. You have just the one rotation button, unfortunately. These gold blocks take 3 hits, so to speak, to clear out. Really? I need the other L on that side. There we go. So, as you're completing lines, you charge up. You see the L ball gauge in the center there. That's what the other button does. Yes, things will eventually get less dank. That causes the balloon itself to unleash a shockwave that can clear out the blocks around it. It will charge up the more progress I do. It can be a nice save your butt kind of deal. Which is something like I might need sooner rather than later. But yeah, cascade. It's all blocks just suddenly collapse down as far as they can go. Any line. Part and parcel of the game's design. Which allows you to act a lot faster than you might otherwise expect to. If a level starts taking a while, the blocks start falling faster. And the game over is, of course, the same situation as in Tetris. If a block can't be added to the screen without overlapping some other block, it's done. They are not giving me what I want to see over there. This one is proving to be resilient right now. Here, let's try something like that. Alright, it's the wrong L. Oh, what are you doing to me? Come on! Alright, that'll work. Okay. Finally. That got the L ball charged up quite nicely, at least. This level is kind of obnoxious, as you might imagine. Oh, damn it! I couldn't turn it again. As you've perhaps noticed by now, this game is like the absolute worst offender when it comes to block variety. It loves to give you the same kind of piece over and over again. I think it's actually coded to this end, and the straight pieces are very few and far between. Yeah, indeed. Look at this. Look at all that. I'm sure it isn't random chance. I'm certain it must be coded specifically to be a jerk. In standard Tetris, that would be a terrible, terrible play I just did there, but I'm setting up Cascade. Dig in further. It's actually giving me a good chunk of reds now. There we go. Up and away. My lightning ball is fully charged now. Now here's where things start to get a little on the weird side. Oops, that was certainly not what I wanted. Yeah, those red blocks in the middle there spawn walls on their sides. Ugh. Oh no! They completed a, Huh. That line didn't get removed either. Maybe when I complete one of my own? Oh, you're bending the wrong way to finish that. Uh-oh. I might be dropping the L-ball here. Oh, there we go. He'll get out of there sooner. There we go. Yes, I have, Nintendcade. I have played the Grandmaster on stream before. Quite a bit, actually. Never well, unfortunately. Get that capture card, I can hopefully start showing off the Grandmaster Ace on the 360. Which nobody else seems to be streaming. So these floating mines are just going to be a time delay when the balloon does manage to get free. Which I'm hoping is going to be sooner rather than later. We are. There we go. Just get stunned by those. Up and away. This stage here. This stage is the first heartbreak, so to speak. You need to do a lot of stacking up on the sides in order to get the pieces down in where you need them. You still have to be able to complete lines. And you may notice that the design of this stage is such that the L-ball is practically useless. I think this is your arcade gate stage, in the sense that it's like, this is the one where the not-so-skilled are supposed to lose. And unfortunately, it's looking like I'm gonna fit that category right about now. Because I am not getting things lined up here the way I need them. No, no! Get down in the gap, damn you! Gave me what I needed, but got stuck up somewhere else. Oh well. I can just move on to something else then. I really only wanted to show it off, but... Falling down... Oh. It's a cute little game. Really? I exactly tied my previous score. Weird. Oh yeah, the block generator in Puzzled is just beyond dank. Yeah, it's for the NeoGeo's closest equivalent to Tetris, it's actually a pretty tricky game, but it's kind of fun when you get used to it. It actually plays really well. But yeah, some of the stages are definitely real nuisances. Like that one. So I have to play this. I mean, there's probably no reason for me to do so, apart from reminding people that yes, this actually was a NeoGeo game. The screen's going to say bust a move, but... So I'm running it under a US BIOS, but yeah. More people know it by the name Puzzle Bobble these days anyhow. Why is the MAME default level 6? Probably not a whole lot that I could say about this game, except sort of a more personal story time. Couple years of college I spent in Boston, and during that time I frequently visited the MIT Student Union. Marcus, good to see you here. You might wonder how much the students, you know, the engineers there at the time liked this game. The answer is a crap ton. They had 2 dedicated bust-a-move cabinets. Both regularly had a sizable line, a crowd around them, they would do everything short of actually put a ruler up against the side of the screen to try to properly angle their shots. It might sound like a terrible stereotype of an MIT nerd playing this game, but I can confirm it is very, very much true. And that's probably the only thing that I could add about this game that you probably wouldn't already know. That this game was huge at MIT. Oh, actually, I suppose there is one other thing that I could add, a little strategy tip, so to speak. You may know, well, for starters, you may notice that I am not playing for a high score. I am not exactly speedrunning it either, but I am just trying to get through the levels at a decent pace here. I have 1cc'd this game before. It was miraculous, frankly. I do not expect to be able to repeat this anytime soon. Ah, I've missed the shot already. Strategy hint that I would provide is that you never need miss a shot straight up. Left and right will, you know, move the gun left and right, and it's really difficult to move the exact portion you want. But in this game, and a lot of people don't seem to know this, you can actually move the arrow with up or down. Down isn't terribly useful. But up is. You hold up, and it will stop with the gun pointing straight up. So you never need miss a shot where straight up is the angle you need to fire. Ah, oh, come on. No, we are done. We are done here and now. How many Puzzle Bobble games are there now? At least 4. I know that much. When am I going to read those bedtime stories? Hey, it's... I was told I'd be paid to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna sub it. I don't know why it's defaulting to level 6. Most arcades I've seen it at, it's at level 4. Yeah, it's like I openly admit it was pretty much a fluke. When I 1cc'd it, I was beyond surprised. Yeah, I did it at an arcade in Newport called Ryan Family Amusements. Good stuff there. The only other thing that I would mention is that when you have a bubble that you have fired, and it lands directly aligned with another bubble vertically, everything's going to want to get into that hex pattern there. You know, closest packing. The bubble that you fire up, straight up, which will always, you know, based on the line that you're firing on, it's either going to end up perfectly centered between 2 bubbles or perfectly centered beneath a single bubble. In that latter case, the bubble that you fire will always slide to the right, never to the left. So you always know exactly where it's going to be if you know that. You can use that. You never need to guess if you fire it straight up which direction it's going to slide into, and it has the choice. It's always going to the right. Puzzle Bobble got duplicated very frequently, perhaps most famously Snood. Snood's big claim to fame is that the bubbles that you fire, well, they're not bubbles in that game, they're little creatures, but yeah, when you fire the shot, it's only the size of a single pixel as far as tracking is concerned when it's in motion. So whenever you have one of those gaps where you've got 2 bubbles, the proximity of a knight's move apart, Puzzle Bobble, you can't fire a shot in between them. But in Snood you can. That's like the one saving grace that it has, otherwise it's just a shameless clone. And there is actually a licensed Puzzle Bobble clone on the NeoGeo itself, the year after, a game called Puzzle de Pon, which has some interesting features. Your objective in each stage there is to drop a tile that starts hidden up in the top of the level. And there are some secret 1,000,000-point shots in that game, which really rewards your accuracy. It's a very fun game, and it was made by Visco and actually licensed by Taito. That game is from 1995, which is just outside the scope of what I'm doing tonight. But yeah, that is definitely a thing. So I wanted to do one more quick puzzle game in this block. And although I did write down Gururin, I'm not going to play that because I feel like I don't have the time to do both that one and this one. And frankly, Gururin is obnoxious. I suppose I should play it because it's particularly dank, but you know what? I want to play something that's fun and interesting that will probably shock people that this even exists. And, well, that's kind of what I go for on these Thursday streams. 94, yes. I will gladly fire up Panic Bomber. Game with Bomber in the title that Hudson had a hand on? Kinda makes you think of somebody, doesn't it? Not like the extra instruments they added to the NeoGeo screen there. Yes! A Bomberman puzzle game. Who knew? Yeah, this is a game that makes people go, wait, really? This is a thing? One button. Now, eliminating enemies. What am I saying? They're Bombermen. Yeah, lining up Bombermen causes bombs to spawn at the bottom of the screen, underneath your stack, pushing things up. Yeah, this game can get a little epic at times. It plays as a versus mode style. Even when you're playing alone, you're up against AI opponents. It uses the classic Bomberman music, a remix thereof. You can see as I'm creating these lines, they're adding bombs, and I've got my red one here, which sets off the trail that I've built up. I'll put it here. Nice little level up animations. Powering up my bomb flame as I go. So can reach each other more readily. Very fun game, plays really well. The way that more bombs pop up underneath your stack does mean you have to be a little careful. But, yeah. It's those big trails of bombs that you set off that sends rubbish to your opponent. They're going to have to try to bomb through. Oh dear. Now I've got some rubbish to deal with. Okay, good. This will clear up some space. Boom! Got some room to work with. As perhaps you've noticed, the AI is not exactly a pushover. Oh, that did not do what I thought it would do. So... I'm gonna play that again. That was way too short. Yeah, as you can see, I can do a lot better at this. Okay. Going to try to get this first guy KO'd quickly. I'm going to save this for later. Let's try to get more built up before I send them across. Hmm. Sure, I want that bomb. Trying to... Okay. There's not much rubbish left down there. Oh, that was clearly not the right spot to put that. Oh. There we go, solve that problem. Get that row covered for later. Combo! Oh, that sounded unpleasant. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, I wasn't able to reach. Damn! No! Man, I'm not even beating the first opponent here. Oh well, I really don't have time to try it again. 4 games to go through. Whatever. I was kind of talking through it, so let me fire it up again. They added instruments to this. I thought it was neat how they added a drum beat to that. Little something extra there. So that is Panic Bomber. Game that very few people seem to know existed as much as everybody loves all things Bomberman. So there you have it. Oh man. So let's see. Actually played quite a few of the games on my list here. You know what? I've changed my mind. I will show off Gururin very briefly. This game is very dank. And very loud. I'm going to preemptively cut the volume for this game in half compared to all the others I've been streaming tonight. I've probably been letting it run a little louder than I should anyway. This game is still going to be very obnoxious. Alright, so yes, full dank alert here. called Face. There is a good game design in here somewhere. I swear I cut the volume in half compared to all the other games I streamed tonight. Right, so in this game, you drop pieces in a horizontal line, and you don't get diagonal matches, only horizontal ones. But this game's trick is that you can rotate the entire playfield between blocks falling down. Let's master stages. That's enemy! Beat them up! Very Englishy. Make people who fall down move to left or To this game's eternal credit, whenever a rotation would cause an elimination, it lights it up and puts an arrow on the screen to show you that you can do so. When 3 people on the live length or breadth turns into fighter. You can hold in a button to cause it to completely invert without it tilting over in the interim. This game is beyond difficult. I have great challenges trying to wrap my head around it. I have to drop this piece down first, and that's going to ruin it, right? Yep. If this game looks like it might be difficult to figure out, it's even worse than that. This thing cycles through various different power-up ideals. The hurricane clears out the bottom row. Actually, I'm not even sure I want to play this any further. This game is loud and obnoxious, and there are other things that I could be doing. The weight fills the column. The other 2 items that you saw there are only worth points. Later on, you'll see better things like color eraser. There we go. I actually saw a rotation move. Holy crap. And, well, versus mode is exactly what you'd think it is. Much smaller grid. The pieces are only 2 people each. The power-ups still show up for some reason. Yeah, that's enough of that. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that game any further right now. But I did want to show that real quick. So let's see. How's about oh man. All the brawlers. All the terrible, terrible brawlers. Ninja Combat was horrible. Played that one earlier on. But let me squeeze in one that's not quite so bad. As a matter of fact, no, not that one. That one is bad. Yeah, I don't know why I even wrote down Robo Army or Sengoku. I don't know what made me think I would want to stomach either of those. Those are just too dank. Whereas Mutation Nation is just right. Let me get this one fired up. This game has had something of a renaissance on Twitch lately. It seems a lot of people have been getting interested in this game again. Lord BBH and Murphigator. Now, I wish I could actually show you the home version of this, because there's an extended intro. Robster. Also, hi Perry, good to see you here. So, this is perhaps the most playable of all of the NeoGeo brawlers, at least among the early ones. The attack series you get actually varies whether you're holding up or down on the stick or whatnot. But still no intelligent escape maneuver command. It's again, hold in the button for a moment. Both buttons together does this flying uppercut deal. Yeah, these power-up items that you grab here add a certain amount of health back to you. Oops. And give you free uses, power shots that don't cost you life. So if I hold down as I attack this guy, you see I get this, rather than him, switching attacks, kick, elbow, knockdown, punch, and whatnot, he keeps doing straight punches, and they get very, very fast. Lob them of their robsters. Oh dear. Yeah. You probably don't need to study Japanese to know this, but yeah, their phonetic system has no distinction between L and R. If you hold up as you attack, you actually start an air combo, drag the enemy up into the air. These will just add one use to whatever special power you already have. Also, Japan loves its stag beetles. Not nearly as well known as that the Japanese have the same problem with the letters B and V. Not as well known because it doesn't come up nearly as often. But yes, there we go. Perhaps, this is most telling in their word terebi, which is actually a shortening of an English word. You have to change the R to an L and the B to a V. Yeah, it's television. Does that explain the title of the game, Beautiful Joe? That may have actually been an intentional pun on that. I had no idea. I never actually thought about that, to be completely honest. It didn't occur to me. That may very well have been the inspiration for the title. Ow. You can't move as you're charging up. Well, once you have fully charged up, you can move around, oddly enough. Aside when you unleash it. He doesn't even attack the door, it just blows up as he approaches it. Yeah, you can see, hold down as you attack and he just keeps doing the basic punch, holds the enemy in place. Knocked him away there, though. Just the boss being the boss. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I was a little too close to that one. Damn, come on. Lock Robsters. Oh, come on. There we go. Not his final form. This is. And I'm just gonna use my specials on him now. Ooh! Did that one too soon. He's still invulnerable. Yeah, this game's a little too generous with its iframes for the enemies. It's no Captain America and the Avengers on the SNES, but still. Oh, no you don't. I know what you're doing, and I'm having no part of it. For the curious, the protagonist here is not Kyo Kusanagi from King of Fighters. There was that speculation when KOF 94 first came out, but that has been officially denied. My life back up again. Yeah, you do not recover life between stages in this game. They're mean like that. Yeah, it's still not Streets of Rage, but this one is actually more playable than the vast majority of them out there. If you ever want to play a completely unplayable NeoGeo brawler, there's one called Burning Fight that I don't even want to think about. Did a credit feed of it for unlocks in SNK Arcade Classics on the PlayStation 2. It was not fun. No part of it. Knowing when to use your special attacks is perhaps the most useful thing you can do in this game. Very good to learn that. And I really should have kept weapon D rather than A. I should have grabbed them in the opposite order. E is more powerful. Maybe slightly harder to use and definitely slower, but it tends to leave enemies dead rather than mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Oh, are you kidding me? That's a nuisance. Same thing was about to happen again. Oh, come on! Back off! Just caught all the bomb tossers in that one too. Alright, take care, Duke. Catch you later. Ooh. I can just get things properly started against this guy. There we go. No! Ugh. There we go. Yeah, so this game isn't going to last much longer. Okay. Hey, that did get the bikers good. Oh! Oh well. I was hoping to make it to the second boss, but... yeah, this one isn't so bad. And I do have the Mutation Niche cartridge. Hopefully at some point in time I can show off the home version of it. Do that extra intro. Yeah, I know. Not happy. Should have been able to do a lot better than that. But I still have some games on my list and a little more time to play, so I will on moving, as it were. Lost track. 17. Oh. Just barreling through the titles tonight. So I wanted to show off some platformers. I mentioned before that there's some really, really good ones in the early NeoGeo area. But let me whet your appetite for those by first showing you a not so good one. Just briefly, this is a launch title for NeoGeo, if I recall correctly. This game has some famous. This is an 80K title. There's some famous English in it. There's another one that Lord BBH has shown impressive skill at. There are power orbs that you can collect, 3 colors, red, green, and blue. Each of the 6 possible pairings of 2 of them result in a alternate form that you can assume. They also give you additional health. Oh, really? And you actually need to hold on to that health to hold on to the power. If your hit points fall back below 3, you're back to Big Hat Logan here. There we go. They start you with 1 red orb, so the next orb you grab will give you an alternate form. Dragon, stupid powerful, pathetic range. Yeah, already lost it. Some doors in the levels. It's a bit random whether they're good or not. Some of these levels become extremely maze-like, and there's some very neat tricks and whatnot to maneuver that you are actually pretty much required to learn. Ugh. So anyone who seriously knows this game, plays it well, if they lose the ninja before they get to the boss, they'll reset. Ugh. I won't to show you how stupid hard this game is. Ugh. Gah. And yes, it is checkpoint based. Oh. That makes this look so easy. I haven't figured it out at all. It just seems like if he wants to hit me, he hits me. If he wants to jump right into me, he jumps right into me. There's the game over. Yeah. Again changes to hell. Now I am going to continue because I want to show you this is not a boss. This is a mid-boss. This is the actual boss.
What imprudent, you human being. Face your trial by God.
And given that I can't hit him... Oh, I actually do have a wide range here. They actually let me shoot all the way across the screen for this. For some strange reason. Ah, completely random. Yay! Books! Not that books aren't awesome, but you know. Yes, already things are starting to look like a maze. So there's a nice little speedrun strat that would be interesting to see if somebody could actually get to work safely. In this door, another maze. Oh. Yeah, that's enough of this. Wow. Yeah, this game is more than a little insane. Magician Lord. What a beautiful image. Arc trees. And a giant golf ball for a moon. Wow. Anyway, yeah, no, yeah, Magician Lord is just ridiculous. Shamelessly so. Notably, the home version, the console version, actually gives you extra health. But it also has fewer checkpoints. So, yeah, go figure. It's interesting that they rebalanced the game in that regard. Alright, so time to play a genuinely good, unique, clever, holy crap, this is awesome platformer. Cute little game called Top Hunter. Not to be confused with Battle Hunter. Right, SNK 94. Oops. A 100 Mega Shock! Now, let me actually check one thing real quick here. That's what I thought. I hate it when it does this weird double up thing on the controls. I'm setting this up to be able to play as player 2. Because, doing. Okay. Kathy is player 2 character. So, much like Fatal Fury, this game actually has multiple planes. It's a platformer. And it actually has special moves, amazingly enough. Projectiles, uppercuts. And you get to choose what order you do the stages in. That was nice of them. Grab enemies and throw them. Flying kick. Projectile. Oops. Give me that. Now, if I recall correctly, these things... Ooh. Yeah, some are traps, some are goodies. I'm trying to remember if they're random or not. I think you might actually be able to learn what's behind each one. Time bonus. You can fight enemies plumber style, you can damage them by jumping on them. Sometimes you'll get lots of points or extra time or whatnot. Lots of goodies. Out of those pull handles. And sometimes they give you nasty traps. You have a rapid attack. There we go. Oh, damn it. There's even a super move if you get powered up. I'm not sure I remember how to do it exactly, but I know it's there. That guy is really getting on my nerves. Secret path here, yep. This game is playable in SNK Arcade Classics, but these transitions between the main game and bonus stages take like a minute each. It's ridiculous. I missed one already. It's hiccuping a lot tonight. Yeah. Roddy and Kathy, the protagonists of this game, do have low rarity cards in Card Fighters Clash. They can, of course, support each other, but neither is particularly valuable. But it's neat that they thought of it. Food. Oh, that was stupid. The plane, there we go. Oh, really? Ah. Still another move I swear I'm forgetting. Here we go. Yeah, these boss fights are very fighting game-esque, the way that they play. Ooh, darn! Aerial dive bomb. Whew, there we go. You got Marin, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, I know, right? Here we are. Ooh! Oh, that's not sliding. Why is she jumping and not sliding? Please? You? Well, that was useless. That's a lot better. Oh. Ah! Get over here. Another bonus stage in here. Properly time my jumps here. Oh! Jerks! No. No perfect for me. This game is very obscure, and that is a crying shame, because this game is incredible. They put so much into it. Oh dear. Finding all the traps today. Ooh. Oof. Oh, that KO'd her. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. Am I dealing any damage to him? Yes, I am. Okay. He does not seem to want to come here. Big Bad building a statue of himself over there. So my target here is actually those mines-looking things trailing behind the boss. Oh, whoops. Damn. Doing a very good job of getting behind him. Bad position there. A couple of them. Oh! It blew up in our hands! Oh! Ugh. Darn. I must be out of practice. I usually make it by that guy. Yeah, this game is very, very impressive for what it is. I'm just about out of time, but I do want to squeeze in one more title. I feel like I would be doing a great disservice if I didn't give that a shot. I have not done any sports games, and I'm not a big fan of them in general, so you wouldn't see me playing those sorts of things very often anyhow. But this last game that I'm going to play is actually still it's unique. It's interesting. It definitely has its cult fans. Whoops. Jammers. Another title from '94. This is from Data East, actually. I know that there's someone during the main roulette streams that Lord BBH does that keeps hoping Windjammers comes up, and it hasn't yet. It's driving him nuts. But, well, I'm gonna play Windjammers. So this is sort of a one-on-one frisbee game. Sort of hockey-style rules in a way. Oh, some similarities to dodgeball and the whole throwing and catching mechanic. Great music on this one too. Up slightly. Curve shots. Yeah, the different stages actually have significant alterations.
Round one.
Different sizes, walls, different score, goal areas. Already? Sheesh. Ah. Come on. Ah. Now for this particular arena, you get 5 points if you get the disc in on the corner. Ugh.
Get ready.
The opponent drops the disc, it's always 2 points. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad at this. There we go. There's a start. No.
Set. Game set.
I'll try that again. It's like, don't you dare give me a different opponent.
Round 1.
Oh, that was very poor. I wanted to throw that up. I'm not sure how I failed to. That was stupid. What am I doing? Ugh. I must be tired. You can hit the button to catch the frisbee and actually knock it up in the air and charge up a super shot. Alright, that was a good one. Oh, come on!
Set. Game set.
Always liked the music during the continued countdown there. No, I'm going to beat him. I'll give this one more try. Oh, an opponent this time.
Round 1. Yes.
There we go. She caught it, it still knocked her into the goal. It still counts. Oh! That was stupid.
Set. Get ready.
A gentle lob can sometimes really mess your opponent up. Yes. This one's looking pretty good.
Well done. Next round.
Perfecto.
Round 2.
Yeah, those walls in the center can really mess up your day. Ugh. Nice. That was kind of... Oh! Damn.
Set. Get ready.
Ah, that's bad. I just couldn't seem to squeeze one by him there. It's a challenging little game. A lot of fun. I did see this in an arcade. Never had much opportunity to play it against other people, though. I'm sure that would have been great. Yeah, it's good fun. So I'm going to be calling it thereabouts, but I did want to mention some of the other games that I have on my list here that I could have played, but didn't get to for one reason or another. The only scrolling shooter that I played is Ghost Pilots, and I actually had a number of those available to me. Got Androdunos, Last Resort, Viewpoint, and Zblade all written down, and I didn't play any of those. One of my favorite platformers on the NeoGeo, Spin Master. Unfortunately, I did not get to. Really would have enjoyed that. I did mention Robo Army earlier, Sengoku, and Sengoku 2, actually, both would have fit, but they're no fun. And as far as sports games are concerned, I do have to admit that I have a certain fondness for Super Baseball 2020. I do actually have the cart for that one too, but that's sort of a tougher game to show off in a smaller spurt, anyhow. So I let that one sit by the wayside. And then there were of course the games that I just outright refused to even write down or think about. Games like, Burning Fight. There are other soccer games as well, like Baseball Stars Professional 2, Soccer Brawl, that sort of thing. Trying to remember some of the other ones that I could have included on the list and didn't for one reason or another. Metal Slug was a little too recent to be on the list. Same thing for Magical Drop 2. Legend of Success Joe. There we go. That was one that I did not put on the list and could have. It's odd brawler style boxing game. King of the Monsters wrestling game. I have that cart. 3 count bout. Yeah, I didn't really want to play games of that nature, honestly, and they're a lot closer to fighting. Yeah, I think that's going to suffice the list there. That was Alpha Mission 2, another scrolling shooter. That's a sequel to one of SNK's pre-Neo Geo days. Shooter called Armored Scrum Object. But I gave that one the pass for now. So, hopefully, that was an interesting, perhaps educational, and somewhat dank at times look at some of the early Neo Geo games before the Neo Geo became a big fighting game platform. I often hear, on Twitch, people, in chat or whatnot will say, I thought that Neo Geo was only fighting games. And that was kind of, that and watching, BBH play Super Spy and Macaw playing Crossed Swords. It's like, No, there are a lot of other great games out there on the NeoGeo, and I figured I would dedicate a night to showing some of them off. So that is what I have done. And I kept it to just the earlier titles. All of those were within the first 5 years of the console, 1990 to 1994. I could easily do this exact same theme again with the later titles, 1995 and later. There are, once again, plenty more that I could have that I can include there, and I would not be able to get to them all. And that is almost certainly something that will happen in a future Throwback Thursday. Maybe not next week, but at some point, almost certainly. And with that, I am going to be signing off tonight. I will hopefully see at least some of you back again. Well, I say tomorrow, but in my time zone, it's actually just later today. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Free for All Fridays, my request tonight. I will play whatever it is that people want to see if they happen to come on by and request something. Most of the time they don't bother, so I end up playing whatever it is that I want, but you are certainly welcome to come and do so. I will fire up I will fire up frickin' Choice Chamber at some point because I know you sadists out there enjoy it greatly for some strange reason. I kind of find it fun too, despite the way that you guys treat me while I play it. But it is what it is. Next week, I will be starting Jagged Alliance on Tuesday and Civilization Call to Power on Wednesday. Two brand new games on Tactician Tuesday and Warlord Wednesday. Hope to see you then. And if there is something that you would like to see done as a theme on Throwback Thursday, send me a message here on Twitch. Let me know. I am always interested in hearing more ideas for how to run these expositions. I might even have a little extra something in it for you that happens, a little contest or whatnot. Just trying to see what the lay of the land is like. If you want to see the sorts of things that I've done, I'm trying so hard to get my highlights up to date. I really am. I'm still over a month behind, but over the next few days, you should definitely be seeing more pop up on my directory there. And yeah, you can already see like the first 7 or 8 episodes that I've done down there. See the various themes that I have done. Don't necessarily let that guide you. Feel free to suggest whatever you would. Yes, I will not. I will not honor a request for Burning Fight. That will not happen. I will not play that. I will let somebody else suffer that one. I think we've got enough people here present for a raid. You are so inclined. Well, actually, we kind of don't. Oh well. I'll take a quick peek to see who else is on. But regardless, whether you are interested in sticking around for that or not, let's do a proper farewell. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. Never forget to play.